Hey everybody, this is Dylan, and today I'm going to be doing the D through E section of my complete horror and horror-adjacent VHS collection. So I've seen a bunch of other YouTubers do this, and I thought, why not? I've got a bunch of VHSs, and I mean, I'm kind of stuck at home. Everyone's kind of stuck at home, so I was like, well, why not? Let's just do this. Alright, so the first one that we have in the Ds are Deep Rising, which Kino Lorber put out a release of this that I have on Blu-ray. We have The Dark Half, which I think that this Blu-ray actually just went out of print recently, or is going to be going out of print recently. Then we have Dolores Claiborne, which is a Stephen King adaptation. This also, this is from, there's a Blu-ray of this out from Warner Archives. And then our classic Universal monster, Dracula. This one, which I have not finished watching, but I did start watching, Dead Alive. And this was by Peter Jackson. And I believe, yeah, it says right here on the front, the goriest fright film of all time. Then I also have Deep Blue Sea. Disturbing Behavior, which this Blu-ray actually just went out of print as well, last year I believe. Donnie Darko, which is a great movie if you've never seen it. The Deadly Mantis, which is one of the original, it looks like it was a 50s giant monster movie. I have the remake to Dawn of the Dead. So this was the Zack Snyder directed, but then I also have the George A. Romero version. I have Death Becomes Her. This movie, Death Benefit, which sounded interesting. I haven't gotten around to watching it yet, but basically this guy, looks like this guy pushes his wife off of a cliff, and that's actually something that happens semi-frequently, because I remember a bunch of news stories about it. So these are two of the exact same, but they're different editions of the movie. So we have The Deep, and one was released by Good Times, and then the other one was released by Columbia. My Good Times released one, which is this one, is looking a little on the rough side. There's like a huge gouge in there, and it's ripped, but, you know, it's cool to have the different releases. Speaking of different releases, I also have kind of different releases. This is Dr. Giggles, and this is two releases. This one is actually the promo copy of Dr. Giggles. Something that's interesting about this one is it's got a green cassette thing, so that's pretty cool. Also, it says that if you rent or purchase this cassette, you need to call this number because federal law prohibits criminal and civil penalties of unauthorized distribution and reproduction. So, somebody, I'm pretty sure all of these things were sold when movie stores started going out of business. I picked mine up from a thrift store, so I was pretty happy to have found this and the original copy, because a lot of these promo copies have different writing on, like, during the movie. I have a promo copy of Body Bags, and that's how I watched the movie originally, and it had every, I don't know, 20 or so minutes, a little thing would come up saying, this is a promo copy or whatever. We also have The Darkness with Anna Paquin in it. Another Stephen King adaptation, The Dead Zone. And this is the movie, not the television show. And then this one right here, which looks interesting. I don't know how actually good it is, but this is Devil Girl from Mars. And that actually concludes the D portion of this video. And now on to the E portion. So we have Eight-Legged Freaks, which I love this movie. I actually put it in last night because I sleep to the TV or whatever, and I left my TV back at school, so I can't have like cable or anything, but I have the a VHS player hooked up into this old box TV that I have in my room. I was playing this, and I was like, wait, these scenes don't seem familiar. I was like, I've seen this movie enough to know if there are new scenes in it. So moral of the story, I figured out that there were deleted scenes at the end of the movie. I was like, this makes no sense. I do not remember these scenes at all. We also have this one, which is Elvira, Mistress of the Dark. I actually really enjoy this movie. I am so happy that Arrow is putting it out. I was stuck in that stupid mess of, I don't even remember what the name of it was. It was like CinemaScope or something like that. Some German company was releasing this movie, and essentially what happened was a bunch of people paid for their pre-orders. I paid for my pre-order. I think it ended up being 40 or 50 bucks. And then it, over 6 months later, still hadn't been released, and ended up, they went bankrupt or something, and ended up not ever releasing it. So I was able to get my money back. I hope everyone else that was involved in it was able to get their money back as well. We also have The Exorcist, which is pretty cool. The original Exorcist house is in St. Louis. I know that for a fact. Obviously, that's not what goes on in this movie, but it was pretty cool. Then I also have The Evil, which was just actually released by Scream Factory semi-recently, probably within the past 2 years at least. Also have Escape from New York, a John Carpenter movie. And then the last one for this video is a movie called A State of Insanity. Looks super interesting. I really have not found a ton out about this movie. I think I tried to look for it on DVD and had no luck. So I believe that it might only be on VHS unless there is some sort of title change, which could be the case. I don't know. But that is it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Be sure to subscribe so you can watch all the rest of the videos that I put out in this series, as well as all of the movie reviews and things that I do of that nature. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you guys for watching. If you like this video, please give it a like, and hope you have a great day. Stay safe.